Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, is there life on Mars? It's a question that has captivated humans for centuries, sparking countless debates, sci-fi stories, and indeed scientific exploration. Our fascination with the red planet extends beyond its fiery appearance in our sky. It's about the tantalizing possibility that we're not alone in the universe. On Mars, a nuclear-powered robot the size of a small car is navigating the rugged terrains and harsh conditions. This explorer, known as NASA's Perseverance rover, is on a mission unlike any other. It's not just there to take pretty pictures or gather geological data. No, Perseverance is on a quest for something far more profound. It's there to seek potential evidence of past life. Yes, you heard it right. Life on Mars. The rover's destination is the Jezero Crater, a location chosen for its rich remnants of ancient muds and other sediments. These were deposited where a river discharged into a lake over 3 billion years ago. Was there life in this ancient Martian lake? We can't say for sure. But if there was, Perseverance might just find the evidence we need. Imagine the rover stumbling upon large, well-preserved fossils of microbial colonies, possibly resembling the cabbage-like stromatolites that solar-powered bacteria produced along ancient shorelines here on Earth. Fossils like these could not only be visible to the rover's cameras, but might also contain chemical evidence for ancient life, detectable by the rover's spectroscopic instruments. However, even if such optimistic scenarios come to pass, we wouldn't be completely sure we'd found actual fossils until we can examine them under the microscope here on Earth. That's the tricky thing about space exploration. Sometimes, geological features produced by non-biological processes can resemble fossils, creating what we call pseudofossils. That's why Perseverance isn't just looking for fossils on site, it's collecting samples for future study. If all goes well, about 30 specimens will be returned to Earth by a follow-on mission. This question, is there life on Mars, is not just a figment of our imagination, but a real scientific possibility that NASA's Perseverance rover is trying to answer. The Perseverance rover, a nuclear-powered robot the size of a small car, has a very specific mission. Let's dive into the details of this mission, a journey that's taking place millions of miles away on the red surface of Mars. Unlike its predecessor, the Curiosity rover, Perseverance is explicitly designed to search for potential evidence of past life on Mars. This mission is not just about exploration and innovation, but about answering one of humanity's oldest questions. Are we alone in the universe? Perseverance is currently exploring the Jezero Crater, chosen as the landing site because it holds remnants of ancient muds and other sediments. These were deposited where a river discharged into a lake more than 3 billion years ago. Now, we don't know if there was life in that lake, but if there was, Perseverance might just find evidence of it. Imagine the rover coming across large, well-preserved fossils of microbial colonies. These could resemble the cabbage-like stromatolites that solar-powered bacteria produced along ancient shorelines on Earth. Fossils like these would be big enough to see clearly with the rover's cameras, and might also contain chemical evidence for ancient life, which the rover's spectroscopic instruments could detect. But here's the catch. Even in the most optimistic scenarios, we wouldn't be completely sure we'd found fossils until we could see them under the microscope in laboratories on Earth. That's because it's possible for geological features produced by non-biological processes to resemble fossils. These are referred to as pseudofossils. So, Perseverance isn't just looking for fossils on Mars, it's also collecting samples. If all goes well, about 30 specimens will be returned to Earth by a follow-on mission, which is being planned in collaboration with the European Space Agency. Perseverance isn't just looking for fossils on Mars, it's collecting samples with a hope to find evidence of life. And who knows, in the future these samples could provide us with the first concrete evidence of life beyond Earth, forever changing our understanding of the universe. The Jezero Crater was chosen as the landing site for the Perseverance rover for very specific reasons. This crater, now a silent witness to the red planet's past, is a treasure trove of geological history, holding remnants of ancient muds and other sediments. These were deposited over 3 billion years ago, where a river once flowed, discharging its contents into a lake. Imagine, if you will, a Mars that was once not so different from Earth. Picture a lake filled with water, rippling under the Martian sky. A river, its course etched into the Martian landscape, feeding this lake with sediments, layer upon layer, year after year. Over time, these sediments hardened, forming a time capsule that has been waiting billions of years to reveal its secrets. Now you might ask, why is this significant? Well, on Earth, such environments have often proven to be cradles of life. These sediments, rich in nutrients, could have supported microbial life, the kind that leaves behind fossils. Yes, we are talking about potential Martian fossils. The Perseverance rover, with its suite of sophisticated instruments, has been tasked with the mission of exploring this ancient lakebed. It is specifically looking for signs of past life, in the form of stromatolites, structures formed by microbial colonies in ancient times. These Martian stromatolites, if they exist, would be similar to their Earth counterparts. They would be large enough to be seen by the rover's cameras and might contain chemical evidence for ancient life, which the rover's spectroscopic instruments could detect. But it's not just about finding potential fossils. The rover is also collecting samples. These samples, if all goes according to plan, will be returned to Earth by a follow-on mission. Back on Earth, in our laboratories, these Martian samples would be subjected to a rigorous examination under the microscope. This, then, is the mission of Perseverance in the Jezero crater. It's a quest to unearth Mars's distant past, to understand if life once existed on the Red Planet. If there was life in that ancient lake, Perseverance might find evidence of it. The Perseverance rover is not just looking for fossils, it is collecting samples. This is a crucial part of the mission, as these samples could hold the key to confirming the existence of life on Mars. For each suspected fossil that Perseverance encounters, it uses its robotic arm to drill into the rocky surface and extract a core sample. These samples are then carefully stored in sterile tubes, awaiting their eventual journey back to Earth. This process is not random. Each sample site is chosen with great care, based on its geological context and the likelihood of it containing evidence of past life. The rover's suite of scientific instruments helps in making these decisions, analyzing the mineral composition and chemical signatures of the rocks in real time. Only the most promising sites are selected for sampling. One of the latest additions to Perseverance's collection is a sample informally named Comet Geyser. This was extracted from an outcrop called Bunsen Peak, part of a rocky deposit known as the Margin Unit, located near the edge of Jezero crater. The Bunsen Peak sample is dominated by carbonate minerals, which are the main constituent of rocks like limestone, chalk, and travertine on Earth. These little carbonate grains are cemented together with pure silica, similar to opal or quartz. This sample is particularly exciting because it may have formed under conditions that were habitable or able to support life as we know it. Carbonate and silica minerals can form by direct precipitation from liquid water, suggesting that this rock may have been shaped by the presence of a body of water in the ancient past. Moreover, the sample could have precipitated from the lake water under temperatures and chemical conditions compatible with life. However, there are other possibilities that need to be tested. That's where the laboratories on Earth come in. Once the samples are returned, they will be subjected to a range of high-resolution analytical techniques that are not possible with the instruments aboard the rover. These samples, once returned to Earth, could provide us with the answers we've been seeking about life on Mars. Carbonates play a crucial role in the search for life on Mars. As key ingredients in habitability, carbonates and silica minerals can form by direct precipitation from liquid water. This means that they can be the product of conditions we'd recognize as habitable, potentially supporting the metabolism of life as we know it. The Bunsen Peak sample, dominated by carbonate minerals, may have precipitated from ancient lake water under temperatures and chemical conditions compatible with life. Yet, we must remember that there may be other possibilities that need to be tested. These carbonates are not just geological features, they are time capsules, holding secrets of Mars's past and possibly signs of ancient life. They allow us to piece together the Martian puzzle, one sample at a time. As we continue to explore Mars through the eyes of Perseverance, we inch closer to answering the age-old question, is there life on Mars?